golly.
I got eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Web3 Breakfast, JChains is the host with the morning. What's up, JChains? Turbo made it co-hosting, yeah, they do their thing. If you savvy, Web3 GM, grab a plate, NFTs, let's begin. If you got something to say, come and grab a mic. We got one rule, no douchebags, alright? Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Monday through Friday, we got the sorrow. 10 a.m. Eastern Spaces with the purpose. All about the community focus, they deserve it. Come and speak your mind with no regrets, but you serve us. Pizza on Friday, working off midway. Get the blood pumping, Web3 music is thumping. I got eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Eggs, bacon, waffles, toast. Web3 Breakfast, JChains is the host with the most. Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Retweet the room, bring some friends. If you start to talk, you gon' stay to the end. Good morning.
Yo.
Turbo.
Nope. Gotta be muted in StreamYard.
No.
Whoa.
When you
were unmuted in StreamYard. We're good. I got you, dog. We're good. What's up, fam?
Yeah, thanks. Golly. Dude, it's like when you took that screen away, I came in unmuted. I sit here, I made sure everything was perfect. I was like, oh my gosh, today's the big day. We're on YouTube. Like, this is going to be so amazing. Loop, bro, loop. Let's go. Hey, Bad company, baby.
We got that thing squared away real quick. What is up, guys? Hope you had yourself a great weekend, GM. It is Monday, June 5th. I cannot believe it's June 5th already. Holy crap. Why is this year going by so fast?
Because we're in Web3 like 100% of the time now. It's like now transcended over to our IRL life.
True. And I guess maybe that is a good point and a good thing that the year is flying by because that only puts us closer and closer to the actual bull run that if we live by the math, that is next year, the happening. So we're like a year away. Like it'd be like right around now of next year, I believe. I'm not sure the last time that I looked and see what the projected happening date was, but it's supposed to be sometime between late May and early June. So,
yep. Most definitely. And whatever happened with the Shanghai situation? Did they sell or like what happened in that?
I mean, I don't think it was like ended up being as bad as everybody thought. Now, here's the deal. Well, I did just see a headline come through a moment ago on the block. And this is saying that Ethereum co-founder transfers $41 million of Ethereum to an address on the Kraken exchange. Now that amounts to 22,000 Ethereum. So that's quite a bit of ETH. If he's getting ready to dumpski, hold on to your butts because that might affect the price a little bit.
Yeah, a good little dip in the summertime, like just like going down to the pool, that's what we're all going to be doing, man. As soon as you said this would be the time of the bull run, can you imagine going into the bull, brand new bull, little baby calf going into the new summer? Oh, man. I'm bullish on that.
Oh, I love the idea of just baby calf.
I was going to say, bro, there's a lot of people that are here now that weren't here for the bull. Like this is their first, this will be their first time. Like they think this is like exciting, like this is nothing, right? Like, dude, the bull was, you have 500 people in a room all trying to get on stage at the same time just to make monster noises at each other. It was absolutely wild.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun. When was that? That was like Goblin Town, right? When they're all just like howling at each other and gobbling and ghouling.
Bro, I had one in my wallet or in the cart at 0.03. Was like about to hit buy. Was like, this is so stupid because this is before they started doing the whole like going around growling at each other stuff. And I was about that life, man. Dude, I didn't get it. It goes straight to like 3. This is back in the days when ETH was like actually, big money. And I was like, oh my gosh.
We will be back there. I promise you. ETH will be back there. What are your Craig? What's up, man? GM fam. How we doing?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. It's pouring with rain here, so if you hear thunder and lightning, you know why. We're in the middle of a massive storm. Now, we're expected to get all of June's rainfall in the next 48 hours, so it's massive here. But yeah, it's pretty bad. But so if I rug in and out, you know why. But I was just going to say, Turbo, I did buy one at 0.03 and sold it for 0.06.
Hey, you doubled your money. You doubled your money, you know?
And I say that to people. A profit's a profit. If you eat, like, I know a person who bought a Bored Ape, you know, at Mint and sold it for 40,000, you know, and 8 days later, the person who bought it off him sold it for 450,000, and he was kicking and screaming. Oh, if I just held it for another week. And I said, yeah, but you know what? We live in the Web3 space. We don't know. You know, you made 40 grand profit, man. Be happy. And he was like, yeah, I suppose so. So, and I read this book once by one of Australia's biggest stockbrokers called Rene Rivkin. I don't know if any of you know him, but he's dead now. But he said, set your margins and stick to them. Don't ever compromise on your margins. When you reach your margin, sell and be happy with your profit and walk away. So that's how I live my investment life now. And obviously, you know, I wish I'd have held that goblin down a bit longer, Turbo, but it happens.
It happens. You know, but Craig, you know, that's a really good point. And maybe that's something we can get into and talk about today is kind of, you know, the mentality of whether you got to stick to your strategy, stick to the guns, or stick to your plan, right? And always got to remember that, you know, the pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered thing. Because, like, you know, that's something I was dealing with this weekend. You know, I had the opportunity to, I mean, we all had that opportunity, right? It was the ethereal nodes thing, right? And I'm like, shit. Should I buy another master node? Should I stack up a few of these things? And it's like, all right, but what's the point of that? Like, you know, you got one, this thing, let it, you know, do you let it do its thing, or do you knowingly buy more now? And I think, you know, I talked to Turbo, I talked to, you know, some of the people, and I think, you know, it was that we live by that philosophy of, you know, you got to just, you know, be satisfied with what you got and, you know, look for some other opportunities. Don't put everything into one opportunity. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, I guess, right?
And lucky we got Matt in the room. He'll have a lot to say on this. But I'll tell you one story about stocks that's completely separate to Web3. So I used to invest in stocks, and I bought, you know, 100,000 of these very low priced blue chip mining stocks here in Australia called Byron Corporation, right? And I bought them, and I got them for about $3,000. I got 100,000 of these tokens, and they went up to $11, and I kept them, and I kept hold of them and kept hold of them. And I kept thinking, you know, I'm going to sell them anytime soon. And I don't know if you all heard the story, but a plane crashed into a mountain, and it had all 8 board members of the Byron Corporation on board. And the stocks went from $11 to 2 cents overnight when the announcement was made. And I lost all of my money. But it's you just don't know what's going to happen. And now obviously there's Australian laws in place now where no more than 2 board members of any major corporation can travel on the same flight together. So but they lost all 8 board members in a plane crash. So and it crashed overnight, man. It was so bad, and a lot of people you know, did their wealth, man.
Golly, man, that's now you wonder why they would put, you know, a protocol like that into place, because it's strange that you say that, and I've never really even thought about it, but now that you say that, Craig, like my mom we never took like a flight as an entire family. Now there is at this point, you know, like 20 some of us, right, with all my siblings and the kids and all that stuff. And so like with that, you know, like her whole idea is like, you know, we're never going to convoy or caravan somewhere, we're never all going to fly on the same flight somewhere because of that same kind of model. It's like, dude, if that goes down, there goes your whole freaking family.
Yeah, and that's
absolutely crazy.
They put laws in place. You know, they rewrote legislations in here about, you know, board protocol and you know, operational procedures for major corporations. And yeah, you're just maximum of 2 board members of any registered corporation, not a business. So, you know, like an LLC is different to a corporation. You know, it's any corporation. It's maximum of 2 board members on any flight. So. And it works now. You know, I don't think we've had another plane crash since. It was just an unfortunate incident, but you know, it cost a lot of people their investments and their money.
That's just crazy. Just crazy how something like that
Yeah,
can
I mean,
happen
it's-
and affect so many lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of the thing, right? Like, I mean, in all of these projects that we're doing, the things that we're involved in, you know, I mean, things can happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, people go through things. You know what I mean? Like, mental health is a big deal in this space. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that, you know, we got to be looking at, and you got to kind of know that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got to be so involved. You know, like to make those difference and those impacts. Yo, but Jay, while you got me on the big screen, I got to ask you, bro.
Mhm.
You know, I'm a glasses guy, right?
Mhm.
What do you think about these?
That's kind of very. Is that like Pitbull style?
I don't know, man. You know,
I like them. I like
Okay.
them. They're fancy.
All right.
They're fancy.
All right.
Better than the bees ones.
All right, cool, man.
Yeah, yeah. No, those were definitely.
Yeah,
those are fly. What you got on for sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure, man, because you know, I love women's sunglasses. I said it. All right.
You in the today's day and age, brother, you can identify however you like.
Yeah, dude. Like you can't be
I
a
said it.
sunglassist. You can't be a sunglassist, man. You can't. That's one of the rules in the show. Like, you know, sunglasses are sunglasses, man. Sunglasses don't have penises or vaginas. They don't have genders at all.
I said.
That's
I
it.
said thank you.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I love about the web. That's what I love about the Web3 Breakfast is just the opportunity, you know, to be able to come here, you know, just be 100% authentic to yourself, and have a great time. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout out to everybody in the room. Hey, we are streaming on the YouTube. If you guys are, if you want to check out my shades and stuff, if you want to get to cop a pair of these, you're probably not gonna be able to. I think I got them at TJ Maxx. You know how it goes, right? You just get whatever's there. But yo, you guys are absolutely incredible. And Jay, like, thank you for letting me, you know, be a sunglassist.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think the world was ready for it, especially, you know, if you're gonna rep some heater stunner shades, man. You know, I'm glad you're doing it on the debut of the, you know, the relaunch of the live stream with the Twitter Space. I'm pretty excited about that. So, you guys definitely like this is not a joke. We are back to live streaming. We're going to be doing this all the time now, so get ready. But remember, the same rules always apply, guys. This is a show for the community by the community. This is Web3 Breakfast. So if you do want to come up and be a part of the conversation, don't be shy. Raise your hand. Come up to speak. Everyone is allowed. Everyone is allowed to participate in this show. We only got the one rule, and it's don't be a douchebag. All right. That's it.
And you know, Jay, we got the Working at Web3 show. You know, we did a couple of pilot episodes last week. We had Matthew on the Friday show, man. I thought it was great, man. It was we had a great time. We did the whole can y'all take me serious in these glasses? Because I can't do it either. I just want to, yeah, I can't. I feel like we're like in third grade again. And we have a silly joke. But no, we had our Working in Web3 space, and it was great. So we're gonna be doing that. I think we're gonna try a night space.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe like 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. We're gonna try a couple of different times because, you know, with the show in the morning, I think we miss a whole kind of crew. And two, I was like thinking, you know, like nobody on the other side of the earth gets like, you know, a good morning show, you know, because we're DJing at that time. Because night spaces and morning spaces are very different.
Oh, 100%. No, 100%. You know, we always, you know, think of here in the U.S. time zone, which I think, Craig, you probably can, well, I think he just rugged. He said he was having bad weather, but, you know, he can probably attest to that where, you know, when we're starting the show at 10 a.m. here on the East Coast, it's like, you know, 10 p.m. where he's at. And so I think it would be fun, you know, to kind of flip the script on that, have a nice little night DJing show, and then, you know, give the folks on the other side of the earth a little something to wake up to.
Yeah, you know, because that's probably why there's so many people on the other side of the planet making terrible financial decisions based on us DJs. Because they're like, we're DJs, we're all DJs, and they're like, shit, these people sound so smart, man. I go to their spaces all day, and it's just like tech, and we're talking about like communities. It's crazy. And then at night when they're they're sleeping, you know, we're like turning up and acting a fool. I get it now. It all makes sense.
It's all part of the process. You got to trust the process. And so I love that. I think, you know, providing a little value and a little fun in the DJing hours is something that I've been missing. I mean, now I haven't really been doing too much night spaces, only because like a lot of the ones that I find myself popping to at night really is something that's maybe a little too intense for me at some points. You know, I like to wind down and do some of my research. And so if I'm listening to a space, man, I don't need it to be like very chaotic. If that makes sense.
No, for sure. I mean, no. I think it's good. I think it's something that I want to spend some time actually looking at. We have that. We're going to be talking about the communities and the tribes thing. We've expanded into this idea of understanding people's like sleep cycles and like are different, like how we see the day versus the night and stuff. So, I mean, this is the next evolution for us to continue to grow this space in a way that's going to be impactful and meaningful. We're learning and growing, Jay. We're doing it. We're freaking doing it.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Oh, we can definitely hear you.
My God.
Did you have a little
I was just going to say,
weather
no,
ruggage?
Yeah, I did. But I was just going to say from what Turbo was saying there, I'm 15 hours into the future and I still can't get my investments right.
Welcome to the future. Really quick though, speaking of evolution, I do see some friends down in the crowd. Rare Evo, a multi-chain event. Make sure that you guys check that out. Tap on that PFP. Go explore the profile and their website. It is a in real life Web3 event in Denver, Colorado, August 24th through the 26th at the Gaylord Rockies. Tickets are on sale. I will have a link. I'm going to be there, hanging out, shaking hands, kissing babies, whatever that expression is. So make sure that you guys tap in. We'll get a link going to that if that's something you want to find yourself at, in August in the Rockies. That is a beautiful time to be in Colorado. So make sure you guys tap in there. And then we'll get those guys on the show soon to talk more about the event so you guys can really get an idea of what it's all about.
Yep, definitely excited to go to Colorado. Definitely ready to go. I've never been. I've been really? I've always wanted to go. Yeah, man. Yeah. And the thing, I'm gonna tell you, this is like what scared me. This scared me off, and this is, I don't know if this is great for the morning show, but this is just the reality of it. It was like really crazy because we had I had a group of soldiers that had committed suicide, and all of them went to Colorado. And so like one day I found this magazine, and it was like had Colorado. I was like, I gotta go to Colorado, and everybody was just like, no man, that's the thing. I was like, oh, like the white lighter, you know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like, going with the good Web3 family, man, is going to be a good redemption. It's going to be a good healing moment, and definitely looking forward to some Colorado.
Absolutely, man. Now, I can't remember what the deal with the white lighter is. Like, I just know that you weren't supposed to own them, right? If there was bad luck.
Yeah, like a bunch of the, seven. This is a great time for you to hop in. He's going nuts.
I'm not going to talk about the white lighter part, but I am excited to go to Colorado too.
No, we got to know about the white lighter.
Now, no.
Come on, we got 2 more minutes of funny business until we get into whatever, if there's going to be any serious business.
Funny business. What the hell? Yo, there's no funny business going on. Just like we don't use the partners.
It's
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We're gonna nix funny business as well.
Is funny
the white
business
lighter is the part of the 27 club thing. It's bad luck to have.
All right, I'm gonna have to Google 2 things now.
Let me ask Carrie C. You know me and Carrie C. We did the therapy radio. That's the host of therapy radio, guys. If you aren't following Carrie C, make sure you do so. The vibes were just amazing, absolutely incredible. I needed it after I had lost my child in the amusement park. And had real panic that had set in.
I was terrified, man, when he came on and was like that. It was actually a great time, and thank you so much, Turbo. That's the only reason I popped up was because I wanted to thank you for helping me get through that, and 2, it's just good to see both of you guys' beautiful faces up there. I know there's no funny business going on, but I just love to be able to look up from my phone and onto the television screen and see you 2 guys smiling away. It brings great joy into my life.
Hell yeah.
And and I'm telling you, my heart skipped a beat when Trevor was like, "Yo, I just lost my youngest child, man. I'm at a water park. I don't know what's going on." And he found him and figured it all out. It's got straightened out, and it was cool. But yeah, no, that was a good time. And anyone who wants to pop in, I'm probably gonna do another one on this Saturday if time permits. And yeah, everyone's invited. You want to request some tunes? You got some of your own Web3 tunes, especially. That's the stuff that we want to play. So yeah, that's all I got. Back to you guys.
I love that. All right, so Turbo, Okay. So I understand the whole partners thing, but funny business, like what does that mean? How is that not something you can talk about?
I don't know. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think probably because my mom be like, you know, when I was coming up, you know, I'd have, you know, my girlfriends over. She'd be like, don't be in there doing any funny business. And so, you know, I don't know, man. Look, I'm just gonna be straight up with you, man. I'm a little high. I'm trying to bring it in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple minutes left. And I don't know why, but the sunglasses thing is, I can't get over it. Because like in my family, they make like such a big deal about it. Because bro, I wear like the most ridiculous. I mean, you've seen them. You know what I mean? I had a B on my last glasses. You know what I'm saying? Like just.
Are you gonna?
And you know, and especially like.
Can I ask you a question? Have you ever like, because like, no, I get it, man. There's some ladies style. We'll call them ladies style, or I don't know. There's probably a better word that we can use for it, right? But there's that style of sunglasses that everyone knows. Like, yeah, okay, like that's definitely not a traditional man sunglass, but it's fine. You know, like okay to wear, and you see a lot of people doing that. Question is, have you ever done like the cat eye ones, which are clearly feminine, or like anything like rhinestone, like super blinged out?
No, on either one of those. No, but I mean, I have definitely done like the giant, like white plastic rim, like all the way around.
Like the Lenny Kravitz ones.
Yeah, like just ridiculous. Like definitely, you know what I mean? Like I probably pulled a flower off the side of it, you know? And that's the thing, you know, like that really just kind of like upsets me is because of the perception that my sunglasses give off. I just like ridiculous sunglasses, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. But, you know, it always turns into like a whole lot of other things. I'm like, no, I just like the sunglasses.
For all that want to see ridiculous sunglasses on Turbo that are part of our group in the Twitter, I just posted a picture of him in some ridiculous sunglasses.
Turbo, would you wear these like Lenny Kravitz ones? Some white wraparounds?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Actually, I have a pair of Dolce & Gabbanas that were almost exactly like that. Dude, I had these giant like metal Dolce & Gabbana shade like sunglasses. They were like literally this big. And then on this side, it just was like Dolce, like all the way huge, all the way down.
Just super gaudy.
And yeah, bro. I mean, I can't wait, man. When we become new money, well, you know, I'm new money. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for all of us. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's gonna be ridiculous stuff, man. Like just ridiculous shit. I'm just gonna be giving it away. Like I just want it for like the shock value, like for that one time, like a giraffe, right? I'm like, yo, I want a giraffe. You know what I'm saying? And in Ohio, you know, they got a bunch of like, it's really easy to get exotic animals in Ohio. I'm like, I'm gonna get a baby giraffe.
Instead of doing that, we could just go to like a wild animal sanctuary or park in Texas and just do a photo shoot. This way you could get the photo, because that's all you really want, and the content, right? Do the video shoot. And then at the end of the day, like, you know, you go home and you don't have to worry about picking up giraffe shit, because that doesn't sound like fun to me.
Man, I got a Daniff, you know what I mean? So I'm already picking up like giraffe shit as it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay, it's about like when your friends come over, right? When my friends come over and there's a pig laying on a dog bed, like, and it's like 200 pounds and this thing's just like kicked off to the side, and they like walk in like, what kind of dog is that? And I'm like, nah, it's a pig. And they're like, and just that whole recess that's in, because you used to have a room in the house. And so when people come over, they're like, what's in that room? Like, oh, that's the pig room. They're like, why you have a pig room? I'm like, because I have a pig that needs a place to stay. And they're like, well, you don't have dog rooms. And I'm like, yeah, I know, it's a pig room. Like, dude, it blows people's minds. So a giraffe would just be next level. You come walk into someone's house and the giraffe comes up.
I'll tell you
what I mean,
and
it's just standing there.
There was a commercial. There was a commercial several years ago. If you guys remember that, throw some thumbs up. That commercial where like that super rich dude had like a little mini giraffe, and like I remember like, you know, the toy giraffe scene. Like, it's not a real thing, but like it kind of exploded, because I was even looking for a toy giraffe at that point. Like if you could get like a little 3 foot tall like giraffe, would be amazing.
Yeah, were you hip to the whole like tiny giraffe like conspiracy that had went on in the Web3 like back during the bull? No. Did you ever hear about this?
Maybe.
Okay,
I've probably forgotten about it since then, if that was a real thing, which I can't imagine it was.
Yeah, bro. Like, Dude, I just know like I'd be in these spaces and people would just like, you know, there's these tiny drafts, they exist, they're like third dimensional beings that like pop up and they're showing up everywhere. Dude, it was crazy, man. The bull had people messed up. I think it was just a lack of sleep. You know, that's definitely what I think it is.
I know everybody. Hopefully, everybody's getting well rested. I mean, the builders, you know, it doesn't really slow down for builders, right? Like I feel like I'm at my desk and much like all of us, right? You know, for 18 hours a day. We don't see our families, we don't sleep, we don't eat well enough. But that's why we're making a conscious effort to bring, you know, the healthy minds, healthy bodies, and healthy portfolios to you. And so we're getting close to our first workout break here, and there's probably some kind of announcement Turbo wants to make because I know he's very excited right now.
Oh, yes, I am Beast 45 Fitness. We are going to be, you guys are going to be able to sign up starting tomorrow. We have, once you sign up, guys, it will not start until the following Monday, but we are going to be beginning our first 90-day fitness challenge with the Web3 Breakfast community starting next Monday. Everything comes from your app. We'll be putting out more information on that tomorrow. Jay's about to get the very first pass, and then I have a hard time logging in. Being on the coaching side, like it's a whole like thing. So Jay's gonna be getting in there. Seven's gonna be in there, and we're gonna be doing some tests this week. And then starting next Monday, we are going to be live. And Jay, I'm gonna be doing some coaching with you starting on Monday, right? You're gonna let me coach you, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it because I know that you are you're a veteran in not only, you know, with the military, but you're a veteran in training people, and you're not an amateur. Like, you know what you're doing, and I think it's time for this body to have a nice little transformation here and show these Web3 nerds what we can do.
Heck yeah. And no offense to the nerds, we're just hunk nerds. You know what I'm saying? I try that. I'll be like, "Ew, they're nerds," and they'll be like,
"Bro,
yo, you're a nerd."
Here's
we're
the
nerds.
deal. We're gonna leave this alone after this because it's just time to do that. But I made for the, you know, since I got into this entire space, like I am not a nerd, and I was very adamant about that. And I think it was, you know, after about 4.5 years, so, you know, maybe 2 years ago, somebody had put me in my place and said, "Dude, you're into crypto. You're absolutely a nerd. Maybe you're like on the cooler spectrum of it, but you are still a nerd." And I was like, "Damn, you're right. You are right. Damn it." So.
Yeah, but you know what though? Hey, I'm happy to be on the other. I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Because with all the robots and everything that's going on, I was just telling somebody the other day, I was like, I'm super nice to my robots because you know what? One day they're all gonna rise up. You know what I'm saying? But Tammy's gonna be like, "No, Turbo's good.
Yeah,
like Turbo's a good one.
I mean,
that's save him."
That's why I say, like, please and thank you. I'm very nice to my ChatGPT.
Yeah,
like, very nice to it. I have to be, right? You don't want that thing to come back and get you.
Yeah. Shit, I told my kids, I said, you be friends with everybody, and if you see somebody that gets bullied more than everybody else, you be extra friendly to that person, because in case things go south, they're gonna remember how nice you were to them. Like it ain't worth it, bro. Be nice to everybody. That's it.
I like that.
And you got the music for the workouts today, right?
Oh, I didn't think about that. I'd grab something unless you got a quick button press.
No. Yeah. Yep. It's Monday, y'all. Yo, happy shouts out to all the community that's in the building.
Look at this. If you guys are watching, if you're watching on the YouTubes, it's actually streaming on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And so if you are watching the video, I have 2 cameras now set up. I've got my normal camera that you'll see me I'm talking on right now. But I've also installed the workout cam. So you can see me prove that I'm doing these workouts right there with you.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yo, that's like next level. You know what I'm saying? It's like I love it. I gotta step my game up. So I was thinking about that, and I was like, damn, I am like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna do shoulder presses. So I'm gonna grab my dumbbells, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. What you doing? You doing push-ups?
I'm gonna do push-ups today. Yep.
All right. So this first track, man, is 1 minute and 45 seconds. It's gonna go completely straight through. So guys, go ahead and get up, get into your position. I'm gonna grab my dumbbells real quick. All right, fantastic. This is going to be my guy KRP. This is alive. Let's get it pumped up, guys. Here we go.
Let's go. This is the undeniable flow, y'all know. This is the indescribable glow called soul. This is the product of 9 to 5. When you work until you die, you trying to catch a vibe off, bro. Rain in my eyes, the rays in the sky. Flame of my life. If I could come alive. This is the product of feeling high or low. To get to the top, you needed to climb or hold. When we get in that spot, sometimes we decide or no. That would never be thinking of like it's right or wrong. Feel like I was stuck in that spot for whole life or so.
Shake them out. Shake them out. Come on.
Wanna make it mine. Wheels in the sky. If I could come alive.
Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. That's it. Come on. It's the opportunity right now.
It's a time to do it and do it like the tone. When we do activity, like what you want to know. Come on, we could be like more slow. We didn't know what they had. They did the purpose of our life was to like more slow. That our life force go and be here and now. You take a leap of faith. You can't hit the ground. What's the point of all the drive that you still around? If you get the way you survive, you're gonna stay down.
Come on, we got 25 seconds. Let's go. Let's go. One more. One more. One more. One more. One more. 15 seconds. Keep it going. Keep it going. Here we go. Coming down 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and fantastic job. How's that feel? Monday.
There we go.
Knock the rust off. Knock the rust
weekend,
off.
that's for sure.
I'm ready to host now. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me back up, Jay. Let me back up.
Son of a gun.
I'm ready to co-host right now.
Oh man, tell you what, I'm feeling every one of those beers that I drank over the weekend.
How many was it?
I don't know, a couple.
Okay, hell yeah. Heck yeah. Yo, shouts out to all of y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Tennessee Gangster, did you get in the workout with us? What's up?
Oh, not quite. I had to do something in the kitchen, but next one, I'm definitely going to join you.
Okay, great, because you got 30 minutes to get your mind right.
Heck yeah. But hey, I'm
So
working
that's gonna
out
be
6 days a
fantastic.
week. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, we are. I know you be working. You stay ready.
Heck yeah, man. You know, we got to stay primed for the fights.
Yeah, you got anything lined
Yeah, you
up
got
yet, or
anything
what?
come? You want some still on my lunch, Jay? That's fine.
Because I just fought for a world title, it's going to be a little while before I can get back into the cycle. So I'm hoping that something comes up real soon. But because of that, I got to always stay ready and fit. So I just got over some soreness. I did some abs over the weekend, and it killed me. About like I'm just now feeling better.
I'm still out of breath.
Yo, I love the way, I love that pain that you get in your abs. Like when you work too hard, it is like, it's such a different pain when you really take it there. I knew this lady that was in CrossFit. You know the thing where you go all the way back and you like, it's called a GHD machine, but you go all the way back and you touch the ground, you come up. So she was doing those sit-ups and she got a rhombus. I think, hopefully I'm saying that right. But essentially it's like where all like your lactic acid like builds and you can like die from it. And like it just like builds on top of her abs, and she looks like she was pregnant. She was just so messed up. She was in the hospital for a long time, but that's how far she was like just going at it.
That's crazy.
Breaking it all the way down.
It like just bent, like stretches you like way back.
Yeah, so like you put your feet in like this, and then you come all the way up. So you're around your knees and you go all the way back, and you touch your fingertips to the ground, and you pull yourself all the way back up and you touch your toes. It's look, when this whole thing goes right, and we get our physical locations and stuff, bro, we're gonna do it because everybody can do it, right? Like I'm a big functional fitness guy. Like I'm big about fundamental movements and things like that. Like I mean, like bro, like we're like we don't have to be like lifting 5,000 pounds at this point in our life. But like what we need to be prepared for is like, you know, being able to be on our tippy toes in our 70s. Yo, Tennessee Gangster with their hand up.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I was going to ask if you've heard of dynamic stretching.
I have not.
It's really good for you before and after a workout, or before or after a workout.
That's really funny you say that, Tennessee Gangster, because every one of the Beast 45 Fitness starts with a 3-minute dynamic warm up.
I like that.
Perfect.
Yeah, man, this is I don't know, like the whole time I've always kind of like, when I was a personal trainer and I owned some gyms and stuff, I was always like, you know, like I never really felt like excited about being a personal trainer. I just loved helping people, you know, but like now, like, and I think a lot of it was just imposter syndrome, you know, same thing we kind of deal with being a musician and the stuff that's in the space. And so this, I think, is you know, I know a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying, and I'm excited to share that and to help people to achieve their goals past anything they could ever imagine.
I'm so excited to bring this thing forward. I see we got a couple new people on the stage. Acid Keys, what's going on, fam? How are you today?
What's good? What's good? Good morning, everybody. Normally, you see me come in here as Acid Duck. I'm Big Duck, if y'all didn't know. This is my actual face.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, man. Did you have yourself a good weekend? What you up to today?
Yeah, just waiting for this security guard card to come in. About to smoke a blunt right now. Just came to stop by with y'all, you know, chill with y'all for breakfast, basically.
I like that, man. Well, appreciate you pulling up. Make sure you stop by the buffet, get yourself some waffles. We do have some syrup in the house, so you are good to go there. And I think they're some brewing some new coffee right now, so just bear with them.
Nice, appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yo, Jay.
Make sure you reach out to syrup down there to get your fair share of your syrup.
Yes. Yeah, we should have syrup come up one of these days and talk about what he's got going on.
Yes, most definitely. Jay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the Amazon NFT marketplace? What are they doing?
I don't know, probably hit a roadblock.
Same place as Instagrams.
I mean,
It's in
right.
limbo. You should have known they were going to prolong it and see if people were actually waiting for it or not.
Wait, speaking of prolonged, what happened with OpenSea and Tezos 2 years ago?
Dang.
still waiting on that, right?
This is Web3. The W stands for wait.
Wait 3 years.
When Lambo.
Wait, everybody, for 3 years.
Well, I mean, like, you know, because here's kind of like the thing, right? Like, I see Amazon like being able to like just take over. You know what I mean? Like they can literally come in and like OpenSea, like this is ours now. You know what I'm saying? Because if all my friends and family are going to be on Amazon and it's an easier entry point for me to get started with them, then I'm just going to go to Amazon too and just make life easy for all of us. But like Meta, right? Changed their name, says we're out the game. You know what I'm saying? Old Mark Z, you know, my homie Marky ZB, you know, he swings, he turns right back around. He says, "Oh shit, you mean to tell me Apple's doing AR glasses? We back in the game, baby. We back in the game." And and they just dropped these AR glasses. Their Oculus sales have been declining, you know, like year to year, at the price point that they're at currently, which is like right around, I think like $300, right in there. But these new AR glasses, they're raising the stakes, bro. $500.
You'll be surprised because Snapchat's already had AR glasses for a couple of years now. They just haven't been talking about it that much.
Yeah,
I'm seeing that the Apple ones are rumored 3,000.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know, like, but what they're getting at is that these Apple glasses are going to be so far into the future, bro. Like people will do anything to have.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was watching a bunch of like videos on it last night.
So have you seen like what it actually looks like? Because if you've gone into the Oculus, like it's really nothing special. Like it's cool for like a little bit, and some of the games are fun, and yeah, you can have like a good like time with it. But to me, it's nothing fun. Like it's too clunky. It's makes your face sweat.
Really?
Yeah. You don't get a sweaty face.
I love the Oculus. Hell yeah!
I don't know.
I
just watch all
it
those.
hurts. It hurts my dermal terribly.
What'd you
That does hurt. Like it sits on my dermal.
What'd you say, Craig?
I just watch all those videos of people with their Oculus on, breaking their TVs and falling over flat on their face, and I think to myself, yeah, no, that's not for me.
Dude, you know what? So I thought all of that shit was like a joke too. But I will tell you, I was playing. I forget the name of it now. It's like the NFL one where you're like a quarterback under center, and so I took a snap and like just whatever. I just ran back like I took a snap, and I ran right into the wall, knocked over a table, knocked over a bunch of shit in my office. I was like, oh my God, that was crazy. Literally kind of just forgot where I was for a second. But when you watch those videos of people just like falling over, like smashing through the TV or whatever, it's like, what the heck is wrong with you? But it happens. I promise you.
Dude, we are an Oculus family, and so we have broken lights. The kids they smack their hands on like the TV stands and the desk and stuff. But no, like I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like especially like the war games and stuff like that, the Call of Duties. Shoot, that's how you want to talk about leveling the playing field. These kids be smoking me, like on, like Xbox with their controller and stuff. But when we get to go into the Oculus, it's a different game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I gotta, I like doing the boxing. I just think, yeah, it does suck, right? Like, is it heavy on your face? Yes. Does it make your face sweaty? Yes. But come on, man. Like you literally said it. You're like, I completely forgot where I was.
True.
We're this close to plugging them in, plugging everybody in. We're this close.
Yeah, and that's why
it's gonna be locked in.
That's why maybe Apple will have the competitive advantage. Their tech is usually a little bit more superior to some others, and I know Mark. That was a lot of people talk about. That was Zuckerberg's like attempt to have the device, right? Because that's something that's driven him crazy for so long. Is that he's got he's got an app on someone else's device. He never owned the device, but that was his opportunity to get the device. And I don't know if they hit the mark as well as they wanted to or whatever, but what's up, Tennessee gangster?
Did you guys hear about Mark Zuckerberg getting choked out at the jiu-jitsu tournament?
I heard he won his tournament though, but that's pretty funny.
Oh, I did.
I heard about it. Yeah, I saw it.
I don't know if it's true or not, but they said that the referee said he was snoring.
Marky Z's. Marky caught a Z's.
Z.
Nora hey.
Now, I'm a big metaverse researcher, and do you know the story behind why Meta have put their whole metaverse on hold? Do you know the true story behind it, or?
Let's go. Let's see what you got, man. Let's go for it.
So the true story behind it, and I read this in several documentation that was presented to different boards of people, that when they did the beta testing, they didn't have their age verification and privacy settings set up correctly, and there was a lot of like sexual innuendos and a lot of like sexual harassment, and people actually trying to use their avatars to molest other avatars in their world while they were playing. So they put it on hold, and it's put them back like 2 years or something in the article that I read.
You're talking about the Horizon worlds, right?
The actual metaverse, their metaverse. Yeah.
It's okay. So I think that had to do something very similar to, that was my first experience with the Oculus. Like, no shit. Like,
yes.
I go into the Horizon worlds, and like I pop in and I see like in the corner is like a group of avatars like beating down using every racial slur you could imagine, saying, everything really. And I say, hey, what's going on over there? And then they start charging me saying, you're next, motherfucker. And I was like, what? No, I'm not getting cyberbullied. So I like took the Oculus off right away. Like, it was crazy, man. Like, it was like, it blew my mind. So like, I know what you're saying. And then I logged back in, and then it was nothing but like, instead of people avatars, they were photographs, and they were just photographs of just penises. I'm like, what is this place? Like, I would never allow my kid in this.
Hey, do you want to hear about the metaverse?
What's that? Go for it.
Decentraland. it was in Decentraland, y'all. You won't believe this shit. So I got this friend, right? His name was deadass. His name in Decentraland was 100 Rainbows, right? 100 Rainbows. It's his business name. But this is what's funny. He's like, yo, you want to go under this bridge? I was like, for what? For what, bro? We're little avatars, right? We're avatars too at that. He's like, look, we're doing drugs. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what are you doing? He's like, come here, come find out. It's pixelated madness. I was like, bro. Yeah. Hey, he's like, look, man, when we're high, you're gonna really see 100 rainbows. I was like, oh my god, I'm out of this motherfucker.
People are so crazy. That does.
That's amazing.
I do want to start a strip club in the Sandbox. You know, because it's all pixelated, and so I want to call it Squareolas. You know, because they're all like, you know, the square.
Throw that square in a circle, girl.
The Squareolas is the name of my Sandbox strip club. So,
you know, Snoop's already got a strip club in Decentraland.
Oh darn
but
it!
He's never activated it. It's there, built, ready to go, but he's never activated it.
There's a strip club already there. There's one already there, y'all.
Darn, they beat me to it. Oh well.
Well, but they don't have Squareolas. That I guarantee you, Snoop's does not have Squareolas.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
And that's kind of the whole thing, Jay. You know, like you might be, you know, tapping into something completely different, you know, that people might be into. I mean, this world is ridiculous now. I don't know. I know you haven't been, you know, out in the old, you know, Dayton waters and that stuff out there. Man, it's crazy out there, bro. Like some people, Squareolas might be a thing. Yeah, you're blessed, bro.
Oh my god,
that's down like the best name for a.
Yo, imagine them being pierced
with just little squares.
This sparkle squares. All right,
sparkly squares.
Hey, this is some Austin Powers shit right here, right?
Oh yeah, the machine gun jubblies from Austin Powers. Yeah, you know, it's all fun, and you know, we were talking, I think, more about how, like, you know, so that's like. Think about decentralization. Like, you can't have a true decentralization if you're going to be able to police things, if you're going to be able to make sure that, you know, kids don't see, you know, pictures of, you know, male anatomies, like, you know, of little kids, or, you know, so people don't feel like they're going to be.
Dick butts.
What's that?
They'll see crypto dick butts.
See, that's one of the reasons why our industry will never be taken seriously, but we'll get there. We will get there.
Oh, there's so many of them, man. I've seen crypto pussies, I've seen crypto titties, crypto dick butts. I've seen one that's just like the actual helmet with helmets on top of it, like army helmets, and it's just motorbike helmet. I'm just like, what is this shit?
You know,
I can name one that no one's done yet. I can name one no one's done yet, and I don't want to say it.
Hey, okay, yeah, thank you for not saying.
Yeah,
thank you, because I know it's already out there, so. I can think of a few things that aren't out there, and just thank you for not sharing. And you know, good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? There's a community for you, for sure.
Got to get in where you fit in, I suppose. Man, we went off
the rails. It's Monday, Jay. I told you, bro. This is gonna be just chaos today, man. Like, it's Monday. It's like the juju, right? Like, we've had some hot days across America now. You know, we're all like little tiny fire ants, you know, so we're like hot and we're like, and we're getting excited for vacations. And I mean, not for us people in the Web3, but like, you know, for other people, regular people that might be out there. So, but shouts out to all y'all, man. Hey, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Yo, this is Web3 Breakfast. We do this every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Hosted by JChains. If you haven't followed him, make sure you follow him over on Twitter at JChains. I'm Turbo Made It. We're always joined with our guy 74K, who is a musical genius. Up here today, man. We have. Oh, you know what? Look, we ain't done this yet on Monday. You know what time it is. Let's go. We're going to talk about the community. Yo, looking through the crowd right now, I see my guy down here, Seeker B. He's a crypto photographer, videographer, founder, and Seekers of the Eternal Space Host. That's my guy. Is that? It is. It's Suka. Yo, make sure you find him experimenting with IP. You go get it. Yo, who else we got down there? Is that Turvek? It is. I see my guy, Domain, coming in from Jamaica, making a huge difference over there for his people and all of the young kids out there. Oh my gosh, that's my homie right there. That's Whitney. Yo, somebody very special. Yo, shouts out to you. And shouts out to each and every one of you. Welcome to Web3 Breakfast.
I'm pretty sure you said welcome to Web2 Breakfast. I definitely heard Web2.
Maybe I was freestyling. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, dude, I sit in these rooms where people freestyle all the time, and they say crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a Kevin Gates line that I hate when he's like, "I got shit on my pants." It's like, why would you put that? Leave that out. And so maybe I might have said Web2, but I thought I said Web3. But you know what? Maybe, a lot going on in the brain.
Maybe I just heard that. I was actually recording some stuff this weekend, and then even last week, I was doing like some clips and stuff, and I just kept saying Web2, and maybe that was like, the idea of where we need to be focusing the attention is like, we've got a great Web3 ecosystem that we're building here, but we really need to start focusing on how we bring in, organizations, companies, and folks that are, in this traditional Web2 world, like, just open their eyes a little bit more. And maybe it was just one of those moments that it was the slip, but, the intention is there.
Oh, man. Well, I think that, that's spot on, bro. Like, we have to do that. And I think, we got 9 minutes to our next workout break. Maybe when we come back, maybe we have a little discussion about that. I'd like to talk a little bit about Beast 45 and kind of that idea in that, you know what I'm saying? And why, making it accessible and the kind of the changeover, and instead of pushing down, Web3 stuff down people's throat to trying to push Web3 stuff on Web2 people, trying to get them in, maybe use some of the Web2 as the catalyst to open up into the Web3. And I think that, everybody can definitely benefit from that. But I did see Solana Suits Sloths had his hand up. What's up, Sloths?
What's going on, guys?
GM, fam, how we doing?
Y'all know, this y'all's workout set here is this is innovative.
No,
I've never seen this before. Seen lots of stuff, never this.
Or maybe they can hear him and we can't.
No, I heard him. Well, I appreciate that, Solana Suit Slots.
Oh shit.
The idea of making sure that we've got the healthy bodies, healthy minds, and healthy portfolios, it goes a long way. And it's that kind of balanced approach to making sure that we're all staying mentally healthy. I've been through a couple of these cycles now, as much like a lot of us have, and that it takes a toll on you. And so things that we can do to make sure that we're getting endorphins, make sure that we're getting these chemicals in our body flowing, so that we don't just sit stagnant all day. I mean, we're all guilty of sitting at our computers for 18 plus hours a day, in these times of building. And so anything that we can do to get the blood flowing, to get our get our minds right, man, it's definitely what we're all about right now. I think it's really, really important. So I'm glad you said something, man. It means a lot to us, and especially with the focus going to Beast 45, we're really, really trying to step up that effort. So glad it went.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be here at least once a week from now on, man. Y'all earned a fan today.
I appreciate you.
I kind of want to ask you guys a question. Like something I've always been concerned about is in a space where there's almost limitless project founders. I mean, I'm talking thousands of new entrepreneurs. Isn't it weird that there aren't as many business owners legally or like, I guess, technically speaking, as there are project founders? What's y'all's take on that?
I think it has a lot to do with the maturity of the market. You've got a lot of young people that have made a lot of money, and they're going on to, start a project of their own, or you see a lot of people be very successful starting a project. And so, people just want to mimic that success, or, try to find that financial freedom. Whereas, they haven't really had that traditional business sense. Now, I do know a lot of people who, had their, come up in the business world and are now transitioning over to the Web3 space. I've met a couple people last week at the conference doing that very same thing. And they're finding success here in Web3, at a pretty quick pace. And so, man, I do feel like our industry and ecosystem is a little bit more, and I don't want to say immature as in like people are immature, but you talk about dick butts and all that stuff. Yeah, there is some immaturity there, but I think just more, immature as in, we've got a lot of younger people, people in their 20s, people in their 30s that really haven't experienced too much in the business world, but have seen some, some pretty good success, in crypto or NFTs, and then go on to start their project. And so that's where I see most of this coming from. And that's my opinion, and I definitely want to hear what everybody else thinks.
So I think
and Solana Sloth, unfortunately I can't hear you. If you don't mind to drop down and come back, I would definitely love to join you, or not. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have just a discussion with JChains,
maybe
you don't have to drop down.
Is it you that needs to drop down if you can't hear him? No.
Okay. I can hear him too.
Dang it! All right, it's me. All right, I'm gonna drop down.
Is that better? Can you hear me now?
No, he can't. Yep, it's definitely him. He will drop us. But let's see. He will be right back up in the into this panel here. Invite you to co-host, Turbo. There you go. Come on back up to the stage. Turbo made it. Don't know what was going on with your audio, but maybe it's that dungeon that you're working in. See if you guys are watching on the stream today. We went back to the live stream. You can check it out over on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. But if you are watching the live, you can see that Turbo is in a cinder block jail cell.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
there we go.
Man. Great to hear you, bro, man. Great to hear you.
That makes me feel special. Man. So what I was saying was I had said previous, my question was, why aren't there as many like technical business owners like on paper as there are project founders? And Jay had said that he thinks because the market may be a little more immature. And my response to that is that I think simply that as we should have been taught in high school about business formation and whatnot when we weren't, I think it's especially imperative in the next generation to teach the kids how to start businesses, because it's a lot easier than people think. And you know, so my response to Jay is I think that it's an ignorance in the process to do that, because I think most of these project founders, if they realize it takes, you know, a couple $100 and some time on a few websites, I think they definitely do it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's, and you know, and to your point, I love what you're saying. That's one of the things that, you know, Turbo and I, you know, our main focus, you know, we're having fun with the show and you know, we're building content and all that, but our main goal is to build you know, this company around Chain Labs, which is, it's a financial literacy center where we do teach, you know, education on a financial basis, not only here in, you know, crypto and Web3 with blockchain, but on a broader scale, right? Because I wasn't taught investing. I wasn't, you know, they taught you how to balance a checkbook. They didn't teach you how to do your taxes. They didn't teach you any of that kind of shit. And so finding a way for us to take that upon ourselves to, you know, to really work with our local community and start to, you know, put locations in other places as, you know, time and money allows, whatever. But that's the goal, is that we really do need to take this upon ourselves and teach people how to be financially, you know, literate and understand exactly, you know, how to move your, you know, your financial future forward. Because there's a lot of people that struggle because they just don't know about it.
That's
big facts.
That's the one.
So be on the lookout.
You know, like that's, I mean, most definitely. I mean, and it's all intertwined together. You know what I'm saying? We do have a couple of hands here. We got about 3 minutes left. I went ahead and adjusted my weights because I'm going to be doing some flies this time. And so if you are using your dumbbells right now, this would be a great time to start making some adjustments if you need to do something a little bit different for your next workout. I think, Acid, you had your hand up first, and we'll swing over to Craig.
Yeah, so appreciate that. Basically, JChains said a lot what I was going to say. It was about the whole financial literacy thing. I was like, if people are teaching that, because like at like any kind of like public school, usually don't teach it, you know what I mean? So people grow up and not know about like how to handle money, you know, or things like that, or funds, or, you know, knowing about like VCs or venture capitalists, you know what I mean, or things like that. Like a lot of people don't know anything about that stuff. Like I'm pretty sure the only person in my family that knows about it is me, literally, like for sure. But you know what I mean? It's just, no one's taught that, even in crypto NFTs. So yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like if you do that more often, it pretty much will like get you guys way more ahead of everyone else, because that puts people that could teach their families like while they're listening to you guys talking at the same time.
Love
it. And the thing is, as you know, generational wealth generally breaks down after 3 generations. It's generally completely gone because of a lack of literacy, even at that level. Yo, Craig, what's up, family?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you know, as a 25 plus year IRL business owner myself, I think you're right, Savannah, you know, the education side of it is the most important thing, because anyone can go onto a website and register an LLC in a business. It doesn't mean that they're going to be confident in running that business. So it comes down to the education based around after they've built that LLC out and they've got their registration and they're an accredited business. It comes down to making sure they understand, you know, planning and infrastructure and financial management and employment regulations. And there's so many aspects to business that people don't understand. And they said, and we see it every day with, you know, rug pulls, and there's a difference here between a failed project and a rug pull. And a lot of these business, a lot of these founders, they go and register an LLC, they establish their project, and it's, you know, advertised as a registered LLC. when they start generating a revenue, they have no idea how to manage that. And then all of a sudden they get into a situation where they've taken too many funds out of the pool and they can no longer sustain the project. And it's all of a sudden that they either rug pull it or it's a failed project. And we see this every damn day. So, I think the most important thing we need to address is when we're onboarding people into Web3 is giving them the education that they need to be able to self-sustain and be here for the longevity and not just be, another one of these fly-by-night founders that, mismanages their money. So, it's key to everything is education. And before I shut up so you can do your exercises, Turbo, I just want to give a shout out to Lady Boss Nat and Nessie and Corey and Shane T and Buzz. All the regulars are here. And it's good to see you guys and girls.
Yo, man, that is awesome. And, Craig, it is the Lady Boss Nat. We've went ahead and given her the in the front of her name. She
Sorry,
said
it is Queen.
What?
Queen Lady Boss Nat, not the Queen.
Thank you, because that's like this though. And I Turbo, I know this is like your home turf, but like knowing that I had worked in collegiate athletics for a long time, it always, and still to this day, drives me crazy that Ohio State has the audacity to call themselves the Ohio State when every other college in the country just says like the name of their school normally. And so, Lady Boss, I prefer you to be Queen Lady Boss Nat versus the Lady Boss Nat, because that's a little too self-absorbed, I think.
Yeah, but the power structure in a monarchy is really like fundamentally it's collapsed completely. I mean, if you want to have like a lack of power, you know what I'm saying? You could probably have that, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to be the
I just snort laughed.
It's time to work out, Jay. What you doing? What you getting into?
I'm gonna
sit-ups.
No, not yet, man. I can't do this to the end. So I'm gonna lay on the floor and pretend like I have a bench, and I'm gonna do like lay down bench press. But I'm gonna do them like wide and try to like really like stretch the muscles up here and start building that shit up.
Yeah, because on the third one we were gonna do a motivational piece because it's Motivational Monday.
Okay.
Monday, so
are we doing our motivational piece?
I don't have it loaded up in there, and it'll like knock me off if I try to. Okay. I don't have the bandwidth for that to make that switch. But we will definitely throw that in there. Okay. And so everybody right now, this is your opportunity, guys. Get up on your feet, get out your seat. It is time to move. This is a Metagrow remix with my guy Jovian and Sammy Aliaga. Check it out. Flies.
Yeah. I love a meta girl inside the metaverse. She pulled me out of earth like this. She got me spending all of my Ethereum. Made her my one-of-one real quick. My digital high, yeah, she got it in a wallet. All going up while I'm over here falling. I love a meta girl. I love her. Yeah, I love her. Let her in the crystal system, there ain't nobody in charge. Make sure your phone alive when we speak fully charged. They said she love me, then go buy me a digital heart. I got the 6L energy, but fit inside a man's large. But you love to like Michael, we will moonwalk. Just like Riot, you, I'm hoping we can evolve. We don't need to sleep, give her all my east. I said I'm from New York, I don't really rap, but I'm fully docked. I met a girl inside the metaverse. She pulled me out of earth like this. She got me spending all of my Ethereum. Come on, this is your opportunity. Let's get it. You are 1 minute. You got 1 minute to go, Jay. Come on, 1 minute. I love a medic girl. I know the hearts are burning. Let's go. Let me hear one more. 365, man, 7 days a week. I don't wanna go to sleep, but PFP just stare at me. Why are we? Please don't leave our floor sleep like LFG. Man, I'm sinking knee deep, these NFTs there for the week. I've never seen her, but she always changing faces. I always see her, but I can't tell you what her race is. And like the moon, the PFP got different phases. Shadow fuck, yeah, always in the Twitter spaces. Come on, we got 30 seconds left. 30 seconds remaining. Come on. We can do anything for 30 seconds. Yeah, we can do anything. Come on. Real quick. My digital high, she got it in a wallet. Still going up while I'm over here falling. I love problematic girl. I love her. I love her.
Seconds. Come on. 10. Let's go. Finish strong. Don't get all the way to the finish line and give up now. 7, 5.
Oh, man.
And that is it.
Dude, I ended up just...
Yo, these seated exercises, though?
Tell you what, working on that form.
You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great. I feel like I got a good workout in. That was a great jam. I did, you know what? Right before we did that, we got a text message from Nessie. He's got a new one. So Nessie, I'm gonna get you tomorrow, dog. I'm gonna play that one for our first break tomorrow.
Yep.
So make sure you guys come back tomorrow, Tuesday, June 6th, 10 a.m. Eastern.
Well, actually, hey, you know what? Actually, if we can take a quick second, catch our breath. Because I actually have something here by Nessie. It might be something exclusive, might not. Take a quick minute here, kind of give a little sample of what they get to hear tomorrow. Just a little piece. This ain't the track.
Yeah.
He's changing up the game.
What we doing? How you saying wag me, but you laying bad seeds? What we doing? Hey. Projects getting pumped, just to end up getting dumped. What we doing? Hey. Got the whole space jumping, but they never give us nothing. What we doing? Tell me what we doing. Hey. I'm trying to onboard all my haters from Concord to
that's too much. We're giving them too much. Damn.
Yeah.
Nessie, the real of dropping the heaters, man. I tell you what, man, you've been throwing out them bangers lately. I love that.
Putting that work in, man. You know, shouts out to him, man, for the grind. You know what I mean? Like, that dude works. You know what I'm saying? He's a single. He's an only father. Or, probably saying that wrong, man. Messed that up. But he's an incredible father, raising his twins, man, doing his thing. You know what I mean? Still finding a way to, to find a way to make it all come together, man, and do the thing that he loves. You know what I mean? He is proven proof.
Is that? Are we going to give him the title of the Web3 James Brown, hardest working man in Web3?
Definitely, bro. I spent an hour on the phone with him the other night in a call, and he is just a superstar, man. And you know, his brain works so differently to everyone else in this space. And if you're not tapped in with Nessie, man, do yourself a favor, because it's just, I don't like giving too many flowers to people, but you know, this guy deserves every flower that is in existence, man. He's a grinder. He's the hardest working guy in Web3, and such an amazing musician. We are blessed to have him in Metarides Radio, man. I can tell you that right now.
Hell yeah, he's the one. So when you said that he submitted some heater little like stingers, or you know, the little intros to, you know, the next song, all that kind of stuff, I was like, damn, I got to get mine in too. I tell you what, man, I'm super excited. Oh, I did submit them. Let me know. I did submit them on the day that they were supposed to be due. But if you need anything different, just let me know.
All right, cool. And you have to do it 2.7 and turbo. Get them in there.
Yeah.
And you know what? I want Jenny to do it as well.
Hell
Tennessee,
yeah.
You got to get in there. You got to pipe something in there too.
This is the Tennessee Gangster, and you're listening to Metal Rides Radio.
I used to do
Don't
music
get knocked out.
What'd you say, Jenny?
I used to do music before I decided to fight.
Oh, shit.
Well.
Well, it's time to cut a track.
Here.
Time to cut
bring people back to music, so.
Tennessee Gangster X Nessie X74K remix. Let's do it.
Yo, yeah, Tennessee Gangster. You know, I'm getting ready to go down to Atlanta, and if we get permission, I submitted a permission slip to Seven's wife to see if I'm able to, if we're able to have like a trip. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We're still waiting approval. We did try to bamboozle her with like where we cut out the square and we tried to fake her for an autograph. It didn't work. She was on to us. But you know, like that'd be super dope if maybe you want to jump on this track that I'm about to lay with Seven. So it's a Christ Gang trap, you know, or track. So you know, I know that's right up your alley. So maybe we could you know, get you back in, because you know you can do both if you want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no pressure. You know what I mean? You could definitely do both.
That you sold that so easy, buddy.
Well, that kind of goes back to the conversation we had the other day, right? Of athletes and being in Web3 and finding other solutions to just waiting around for a contract, waiting around for a fight. Like as someone who, if you've got the ability and the talent to be a musician, like this is a great ecosystem for that because it's so young and fresh. And so I would love to hear some collabs going on. Heck yeah.
Yeah, dude, I just got my first invite to do a composition for like an epic video game.
Heck yeah.
And so like this will be my first like legit, you know what I'm saying, like contract. And somebody reached out and I'm like, all right, it's game time. They were like, how much do you charge? I was like, oh shit. I called Seven. I'm like, yo, Seven, like how much do we charge? I don't even know. Like, he's like, what's it for? I'm trying to explain it to him and he's like, I don't know. This is because this is what is it, sync music. And so it's a little bit different than traditional music. And dude, sync music's what I've been wanting. I've been telling stuff like, I just want to get into sync music, man. I want to do sync. The stuff that plays in an elevator, or like in the background, or what I'm saying, like in a movie. And so completely different, when it comes to the royalty structure. So I'm excited about that, man. I don't know how we got on that. I'm coming down, when you get caught in that like weird bubble between like, oh, I'm back, and yeah. So shout out to all of y'all.
Welcome back to Earth, Turbo.
Thank you.
I love sync music, bro. That's like what I want to do too, man. That's where my head's at. Literally. No, you've heard my stuff, man. You know.
I don't remember asking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really big online. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna be, oh hell yeah, man. I definitely, but like, man, we got a lot on the line. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I have definitely heard your music, and I bet it is definitely dope. And I would love to listen to it again. If you send it to me, I'm gonna put it into rotation, bro, because we do a couple of different things. We do a show with Carrie C on Saturdays called Therapy Radio. If we don't have a set time, because it's therapy, you know what I mean? Like, we know y'all ain't gonna show up on time if we did set an appointment. You know what I'm saying? So we try to spring it on it. Just know sometime on Saturday, you got a show for therapy, and you're in there, right? So if you send us that, man, we'll definitely get it played on there. And I apologize for not remembering, bro, but and like, I don't have a very long attention span, and like, and I know a ton of people, man.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I'm the
You have to
same way,
reel
bro.
them in
I
sometimes.
forget names too.
That's the way the world works, man.
Big facts.
I'm really good
Yeah,
really good with faces. Sometimes I forget names, but I will never forget a face.
Yeah, I've got photo memory.
I always say that too about the whole face thing. But every person I see, I'm like, I know you. I'm like, is your name? Your name's Tony, right? They'll be like, nah, it's Steve. I'll be like, that's close.
Is this how you pull women?
It's how he pulls everything. It's how he pulls everything. You should see this man walk around like on the street. Like, I saw this man give a whole like life story to an Uber driver the entire Uber ride because he unfortunately got put in the front seat. And I watched this. The Uber driver literally is like, "You guys suck so bad.
Why'd you put him up there?
Me this guy?
Yo, that's a lie. That's a lie.
Deep in the conversation, man.
Man, look, I gave that
like,
guy life
look, here he
knowledge,
goes.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gave that dude life knowledge,
Yeah,
right, Seven?
he was listening.
Just because you were jealous because you weren't getting it. Look, actually, we traded cell phone numbers. We actually traded cell phone numbers with the guy. His name was Ramir, okay? And I just checked in with him, and he's gonna move forward with the book. So
throw up. That is absolutely not true. He kicked us out of that Uber. He was like, "Get the fuck out of here. Thanks, bye." And we were gone. We were out of that Uber.
Clearly no exchange of numbers.
I definitely.
We didn't even get if we wouldn't have got a 5-star for that because you talked this whole ear off, like Jay would have probably fired you on the spot.
I'm very protective.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
very protective of my Uber score. Extremely.
Like at a level that's probably like not healthy.
Wait. How many stars are you on Uber?
I'm like a 4.97. It was until we had a bad conversation, and I had we were talking about cucks and bulls, and our driver looked at me in my eyeballs and said, "This is a public place," and I mean, I apologize because I said clearly, this is the situation you've chosen for your life, and he got very mad at us at that point. So that probably dinged my score a little bit, but I'm very protective of my Uber score.
Yo, I've been a 5-star rider and Uber and Lyft for like 2 years, 3 years straight, bro.
Nice. I'm envious.
Yo, the next convention that you go to, ask it if I can catch a couple Uber rides with you, man.
Don't let him do it.
I'm a great rider.
Don't let him do it, man. He will get your score to like a 4.4.
Hey, yo, all I have to do is be like, you know what? Do you smoke weed? And they'll be like,
The Uber driver?
Yeah, man. I usually ask all of them, do they smoke weed?
Yeah, I never got that question. Only one time in Tennessee, and the dude he gives me like this big nug. He's like, "Well, look, man, you've been so cool, bro. Like, I ain't really got the money to tip you, whatever, but like, yo," and he just like gives me this giant like nug. I had to end, dude. My day was over at that point. My whole car stinking and stuff. I'm like, I'm not riding to the next person to pick them up, and I'm not throwing this thing out the window. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
Like, I'm not gonna throw away
home.
this man's blessing. Yeah, you know what I mean? He gave me this blessing. Who am I to throw this thing out the window?
I feel like that was like the get out of work free card. Like instantly, the moment the nug touched your fingertips, it was like, well, the day is over.
Dude, when he pulled the bag out, I knew the day was over. He's like, well, let me. And I was like, this day's over. This day's done. You know, actually, Tennessee, man, love it here. You know what I'm saying? It is absolutely beautiful. You know, it's so incredible. And honestly, I've got to experience everything in Tennessee. This is the place where
you're like out of Nashville right now.
Yeah, right outside of Nashville, and this is the only place that I ever had a bad experience meeting a stranger from the spaces, and it was as terrible as as you would expect it to be. You know what I mean? This dude runs a line right off his laptop, dude. Like he tells me like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, I got to do this in front of you." I'm like, "Well then don't." You know what I'm saying? He's like, "No, I got to." And so because he said this to me, I felt like I had to look him in his eyes because I wasn't gonna do look away, oh, you know. So
what do you mean? Like, did you say he did like a line of coke off his computer?
Yeah,
that's not.
Yeah,
I would find something else than a computer to do it on.
You know, I don't know, but I was like, fine with him. Like, bro, this is.
Yeah, make it like an obstacle course.
No. This wasn't the obstacle course, bro. This was the beginning. No, this mother, look, he runs his line and then he's like, yo, he's like, you still want to smoke that joint, right? I'm like, yeah, he pulls out meth. He's like, you want to lace this thing up? I'm like, bro, no, no. Yeah, dude, it was, but you know what? That's okay. You know what I'm saying? I still loved him. We had a great time. I did not die. And that's the takeaway, right? That's the takeaway. So do something, you know what I mean? Do something that's scary today because you might just find that you might change your life a little bit.
Maybe we could put a little bit bigger of a disclaimer on that. Do something scary today. Do something scary that potentially won't net you in the loss of your life. But just go out of your comfort zone.
Anything that happens in this Twitter space is done from theater shows. It's all acting. It's not real. It's all props here.
Yeah.
What happens here is not responsible by any of the co-hosts or the host.
Thank you.
You can blame the people that are scammers and rug pullers, I guess you could say. There you go. Does that work?
That works.
I can see Jenny slapping you through this phone right now.
Yo, what's up, Jenny? And what the hell's Jenny gonna do? You know what I mean? What could Jenny do that'd be scary? She bare knuckle fights, you know what I'm saying? Just did a world championship fight. Can't be too much out there. What's up, Tennessee gangsta? How you feeling?
Man, I gotta tell y'all just reminded me. So I stopped smoking weed for this last fight, and because my girl Misfit, she's the 125 champion, and so I pretty much copy everything that she does for success. And so she told me pretty much she'll punch me in the throat if I keep smoking weed. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be like you. I'm gonna be clean and maybe do some edibles here and there. And I decided, because I have like a CBD sponsor, and it's pretty much weed, but he gave me some edibles, like some gummies, and I hadn't taken them, since training, for that fight. And, just to come down, I decided to take a few before I did some jujitsu. And next thing I know, I just want to let y'all know, if you stop smoking weed, don't take none of them. What is it called? Let me see. I still got them in my damn cabinet. Do not take that. Those damn gummies, because I felt like I was
worst sponsor ever.
No, it was, what is it called? Fucking
She just lost her endorsement.
Her
No,
tolerance
I'm
is
done.
so
I don't
up
need it no more. It's
or
a
so
what is
down.
it? The D10 Delta 10s.
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
Oh, you were eating.
Oh,
strong
I
on
told
that,
you,
dude.
Jay.
yeah.
Yeah, and no. Tennessee gangster, Jenny. Listen, I had that same experience. I was in Georgia, and they're like a dry state, and so I was like, oh man, like I'm just gonna get something. So I grabbed like one of those Delta 8 pens. I don't like that. That's a different monster of a high. Like I don't like being in that. Like I was in that zone. Me and Jay are trying to work, and I look at him. I'm like, oh, I don't like
I
this
feel
at
you're
all.
like I feel weird.
It was
I
bad.
feel so.
What were you saying, Jenny?
Sorry, it was so bad. It was like I was in another dimension, and I literally like I was like, God, Jesus, I promise you, I will never do this again. If you just get me out of, I thought I was gonna die, like straight up.
You got to make those deals sometimes. Just get me out of this situation.
Yeah, sometimes. I've been there, right? You've been there.
Yeah,
when you said you have to make those deals sometime, I thought you meant like for her to get the sponsorship. You know what I mean? And so sometimes you just have to make the deals. You know?
How many
but
times?
yeah, like that would be
Like I promise you, like I have probably prayed for probably at least 10,000 hangovers to go away, and that I would never drink again. You know, that kind of thing, and just it's just how it goes, right? Please just make this headache go away. Like I gotta go to work in like an hour. Like I'm still like throwing up. I feel terrible. Like just please make this go away. I'll never drink again. What are you doing after work the next day?
You know how to stop hangovers, right? You know how to stop hangovers, don't you?
Start drinking again.
No.
That's the best. That's it. That's it. Because then you're just drunk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not even hungover anymore.
The hair of the
Problem
dog. The hair of the dog is it is one of those like, man, it could take you one of two places. One, it'll get your mind right and it'll make you feel fantastic. Or two, it will take you to your absolute most drunk point the night before and put you right back at that spot. And then you're just screwed.
Okay, what I'm saying is if you drink water while you're drinking, you won't get a hangover.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah, or you chug a big glass of water right before you go to bed with a little bit of aspirin, Tylenol. That's always been a pretty much a foolproof plan to make sure that you don't wake up sick. But you know, or just don't drink. That's what I'm. The older I get, the more and more I'm going to where that's where I want to be. Like, man, there's so many other cooler things to be doing in life than laying around with a headache or like not feeling good because you're hungover because you got drunk, said some dumbass shit the night before.
You can't fall down either. You know
You
what I
can
mean?
go play golf, man. Go golfing.
Ooh, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I wish they would come bring back Zimas, man. Playing golf, sipping on a Zima. We were talking about that in one of our chats the other day. I'll tell you what, man. Zimas on the golf course. There is nothing better.
Oh man, I always did. Did you do the Jolly Rancher though, Jay? Did you put the Jolly Rancher in it, or was that too much?
I could do it without the Jolly Rancher, but of course you had to. I mean, especially like when we were younger, like when you actually did that, like and you were sipping around some Zimas with your girl, like you had to throw a Jolly Rancher in there. So I would always be like, yeah, give me the grape one or give me the blue one.
Yeah, the blue one, baby. The blue and the watermelon, man. That was the banger right there. And and that's what's messed up, man. Like we had to put candy in our drinks for people to like bully us about drinking like food drinks. Now, like they can just go like every drink is a food drink. I'm like, yo, this is so backwards. Like, what kind of time warp did we go in? And speaking of time warps, yo, Craig, what's up, family?
I just wanted to, you're going to laugh at me here, but on October 14th this year, it is 30 years since I touched any illegal drug or any alcohol. 30 years, man.
Congratulations, man. That's awesome. That is
Well, we're definitely not gonna laugh at you.
Yeah, no, that's
yeah,
massive.
bro.
That's a massive accomplishment.
Long story behind it. Long story behind it.
I gotta tell you though, Craig, have you ever had a poppy seed muffin?
Oh, I know that's a bit different, but I get it. Yes.
Well, because it hasn't been synthesized. So.
Nope.
I'm crying.
Craig, man. Yo, but Craig, man, shouts out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about the Web3 Breakfast. You know, whether you know what I mean, whatever you do, whatever makes you a good person, do that. We love you for that. If you don't agree or you have your own opinion, you know what I'm saying, and it's yours and it's not harming others or attacking people on just like being a douchebag, we love you for that. You know what I'm saying? And we hope that, you know, like the same, the appreciation goes the other way. You know, that, you know, if I don't judge you for your vices or non-vices, don't judge me for mine. You know what I mean? As long as I'm not harming myself or the people around me, like, let's just live together and be like, yo, that's dope. Because when I leave your house, like, just like that dude smokes a lot of meth.
It's all love.
Oh, I know. I know. I said, no, yeah, this was just a joke too. Like, when I hit you, I was just kidding with that. I never really get to use that button. And like, now you're the first person ever that I got to use it on. Like, outside of just like the people who are here. And like, I do kind of feel like a jerk about it. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I didn't mean it like that. And then for you to come back, now it's a whole thing. But it's no big deal. No big deal. You know what I mean? This is what we do here. And so, yeah, there we go. We'll give them the. And now everything's good.
You enjoyed it. That's why you enjoyed it.
100%.
I did. Oh, golly. And only because seven juices me up, man. I'm so glad I don't drink anymore, because I know if me and Seven were out together drinking, like, he juices me up, man. It's like, you know, he's like, oh, I'm dying. Oh, dude. And then I'm just, you know, ready to go. And don't even get us started on the bull.
What about that champagne on the rooftop?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That was a good time.
That was
a good time.
That was definitely a good time. Little Moettes on the rooftops in New York City.
Dude, they bamboozled us, bro. Like, I would take a sip and then, like, I'd set my glass down and they would literally just pour it back in.
Zoop.
And like, you know what I mean? Like, I literally walked all across New York City following Jay's feet. Like, he was leading the way. All I could see was his heels. Dude, I was not paying a single lick of attention to anything around me. At one point, I looked up and I'm in the middle of the street and cars are just going everywhere. I had no idea. I'm just like, oh, man, I must not be drinking this thing. I must not be drinking. And then I look over and there's 13 bottles, like, of Moet that are empty. And there's 11 of us. You know what I mean? We've shot Jay once. I shot Jay with a freaking cork. I thought I was so scared that I was gonna like blow him off the freaking, off the top of the building, because the little wall wasn't that tall. Like, I was gonna hit him with the cork. He was just gonna fly off the building. Didn't even hurt him. That was a crazy day.
It was probably the most underwhelming champagne cork pop ever. It was like a dud. It was like,
yeah.
It was like
I'm
the
glad.
first time.
Now when Jay almost no, because now when Jay almost shot me with the cork in Georgia, that mug came out at like 5,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, that one caused a scene. That one caused a scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
bro, but if you'd hit me,
we had staff coming to figure out what just happened, because it sounded like a gun blast.
It was definitely a gun, but Carrie did say that like the colder they are, the harder they will come out.
Oh, so that means that it had warmed up and they got it cold too fast versus letting it kind of like get to temperature at a certain pace. So they chilled it too fast, and that's what causes that immense pressure.
Yo, speaking of temperature, I got a question for y'all. Anyone can answer this too. Who makes the best rice?
Texas.
No. I mean, like, how do you make your rice, like, at home? Instant
Pot, dude. Instant Pot's like the perfect way to make rice. I see. We got Jenny. Jenny's got her hand up. She probably makes a lot of rice. As like when you train, you probably got to have a lot of rice and chicken.
Oh yes, I make mine with chicken broth, and I add black beans or red beans to it. So my rice is the best rice. It just tastes.
That sounds good. I like rice.
My son is a Filipino, so he got to have some of his rice.
Here we go.
He loves rice.
The rice and beans is like a really good thing. We like in our house we eat a lot of black beans and refried beans, especially like with rice. Such a good thing. More the black.
Yeah, beans. Pinto beans are good too.
Mm-hmm.
I do love some pinto beans.
Legumes, man. Legumes in all varieties are good for you, man. We like Whitney. She air fried a bunch of garbanzo beans yesterday, so we have them. There's like you throw a little taco seasoning on there and then air fry them. They're like these amazing little crispy snacks. They're so good.
Man, you are so spoiled, bro. You are so freaking spoiled, man. Because, dude, I love coming to stay with Jay. Like, man, like, she's like, hey, I had some lemon peels in the freezer. I went ahead and turned them into lemon candies. Do you like them? I'm like, hell yeah. Bro, straight up, I had never eaten a lemon peel. What the shit? I'm sitting there like, she caught me like in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get that like opportunity to run the whole thing because I like lemons. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting peel. Yo, that shit was banging, bro. That like I want lemon pills all the time now. And speaking of things that we want and need, it is that time, yo, to get to our workout. Jay, this is your opportunity to do your sit-ups. Now, listen, you don't have to go 1,000 miles an hour.
I thought we were motivating right now. Just like lay there, motivating.
Yeah, I'm motivating you to do some sit-ups.
Right.
Just get a nice pace. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be. Yeah, it don't have to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Get you in a good mood. Everybody, this is a great time, guys. Let's go ahead and get up. This is a motivation, guys. Welcome to Monday. This is Web3 Breakfast. Let's get to it.
If you want to live extraordinary, you must do extraordinary. But you must demand it. If you wish it, you must demand it of yourself.
We all have problems. What I'm trying to tell you is this, though. Don't be consumed with them. Problems are a part of life, but guess what? They're not life.
I hate sit-ups, Turbo.
Inside of every single problem that might be causing you to worry, it creates stress for you. It's a gorgeous opportunity.
One more.
Build an even better business, build an even better life, and install a better belief.
So the secret to real happiness is progress. Progress equals happiness. And if we can make progress on a regular basis, we feel alive. So if you want to make real progress, then you really got to look at your life in a different way. You got to say, I got to take control of this process and not just hope it's going to work out.
You got to keep picking yourself up and reaching for it.
You can get through this. You will get through this. You must get through it. You are going to get through this.
You need to get outside your comfort zone. It's not about taking risks. It's about getting outside your comfort zone.
When did you define yourself? I mean, really, how many years ago did you come up with what you could and couldn't do in your life? How many years ago? So often in our lives, we've adapted to be a certain way so that we don't fail or so that people will like us or respect us, but it's not necessarily who we are.
And it doesn't matter how you get knocked down in life, because that's going to happen. All that matters is that you got to get up.
Can't turn back the clock, right? The only thing you can do is learn from it, and hopefully you'll never make the mistake again.
If anybody who's on the get those last reps in. Downside of advantage, relying purely on courage, it's possible. It's possible.
Think of the 3 biggest discouragers in your life. They're not your biggest discouragers. You are.
Yo, and that's it right there, guys. Yo, that's what it's all about, man. This is Monday. Yo, thank y'all so much for tuning in today. We still have another half of the show, but this is my opportunity to say shouts out to the amazing community that we have here, guys. If you want to be a part of the Web3 Breakfast, our private chat group, reach down there, hit that purple pill, drop in and say, hey, I want to, be a part of your guys' group. And or you can message myself or Jay or 7, and we will be able to get you guys added into there. We definitely have a great time in there, especially when it comes to the nighttime. So we appreciate all y'all for being here, being a part of this. You are the greatest part of this. We are a community show by the community, for the community, because we are community members first. So, Jay.
Absolutely. And I'm sweating my ass off today. Definitely a workout on a Monday, man. It feels good to get that sweat in. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if anybody else is sweating during these workouts, but if you're watching the stream, man, it's good. I'm feeling great. Got to get these poisons out of your body, Like I said, I had a couple beers. Like I probably had several beers, right? And so it's good to get that poison out. It's good to get those sweats in.
Well, it's just the accountability, too, of the camera. Us being able to see each other. You know what I'm saying? I see you still going. I'm still going to keep going. It's not about, like, how much weight or how many or whatever. It's just continue to push each other, do a little bit more, be a little bit better. And so I think that camera gives accountability. Accountability is what it's all about, guys. You know what I mean, when it comes to this. So get you an accountability buddy.
Yeah, or join Beast 45. More information tomorrow. I'm super excited about that thing launching, man. Because we're going to be hunks and foxes by the summer.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, it's so much more than just a you know, like a fitness program, right? Like it's really driven on so much of like, you know, like our mental and like, you know, how the things that we need to do every day, and just like having these small attainable goals that we can finish and be able to really put as like that flag in the ground, like, yo, today I did this, right? Like, you know, you'll probably feel like doing something even more later today, just from the motivation, like you're feeling just from that, you know, man, this feels good. Like I needed this. But you know, like the other parts of the project is that it comes down to, you know, when we're sore, right? And we don't want to do it, and we had a great day, you know what I'm saying? But you got your community there that's like, hey, we're doing this together. Even if we can't do, you know, as many as we did yesterday, like let's keep moving, because that's what we break down. You know, it comes down to the elephant and the rider, which is psychology theory. Which essentially your rider is like your mental, like how you're able to kind of see a plan come together. The elephant is like your emotions, right? And so we use this analogy of a rider sitting on top of an elephant riding down a path. Well, like that rider is able to keep that elephant on path for a little while because he's strong, right? But as he begins to get tired, that elephant's so much bigger that eventually it'll take it off. And that's what happens when we break down our emotions. You know, like I don't feel like it today. You know, like I'll do it later, you know, but just getting things done, staying, you know, keeping that rider strong is important. And that's why physical fitness is important, because you do something that's tough right out the gate. So
yeah, it kind of, it made me think of something, and this is something my wife had taught me about, and I don't know who it was, you know, if it's like one of those people that like, you know, helps you like, you know, maintain whether it's your house or the Spark Joy lady or whatever. Now the fuck I forgot what I was talking about. Damn, I was trying to explain too much. Anyway, it'll come back to me.
It was Whitney was given. It's something that Whitney taught you.
Go back to what was your story about?
Controlling your emotion brain. The elephant and the rider, and how the rider is our cognitive and how we see plans, and the elephant is our emotions, and that our emotions take over because we get tired, because we mentally get tired.
No, yeah. It's all about like the mentality. Yes, thank you. It's all about the mentality of putting it away, not down, right? So like, say you've got something that needs to be put somewhere, like why set it down on the counter when you could just take, you know, the 3 extra minutes or whatever it takes to go put it where it needs to go. And then now you start to declutter like your space, and that like stops cluttering up your mind and all that stuff. It all like literally stacks up on top of each other. And I think, you know, if we can find these ways to do that, and like, you know, what you were talking about, you know, it's just all about, really, again, it's everything that we're doing stems back to having those healthy minds and the healthy bodies. And in tune, you know, like if we're still here hanging out, making money, making the right decisions, you know, then you have a healthy portfolio. It's kind of like along the same lines that we've talked about now on the show for a while, the 4 currencies, right? It's time, right? The most important currency we have is time, and then knowledge, and then relationships, and then it's the money, right? Like if you get those first 3 squared away, the money aspect that's all. It's just like a no-brainer at that point. So it's all about making these small changes. You know, we talk about it, and I know it's cliche or whatever it is, you know, to make yourself 1% better every single day. Like, but that shit will make you a better individual all around if you just like try to get a little bit better every single day. And it's all, you know, it's in every one of these buckets, every vertical, every column and pillar that you find yourself in. You know, just clean it up a little bit every day.
Yeah, man, and be open to change. You know what I'm saying? And be open to like surrounding yourself with people who understand what it is that you're doing, right? Like, because if you're only around people that don't understand, then everything that you do, they're like, that's stupid. There ain't no way that's going to happen, because it's so far outside of the realm of understanding and belief. It's not their fault, right? It's kind of our fault, you know, because we have this here, you know. Someone had corrected me last week, you know, because I said like, oh man, I don't really have a lot of IRL friends like at all, you know, but all my friends are like people I've met on Twitter, and it's like non-traditional and stuff. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to, we're breaking down these bonds that have been put on us. They were talking about it in that speech, right? Like these things that are taught to us. Like when I was a kid, you know, like if you would ask me like when I go to McDonald's or whatever, I get cheese only. Like I hate mustard and ketchup and condiments. I hate it. But then like I realized like I had never tried it before. The reason that I hate it was because my mom had convinced me that I didn't like it, because when she would take me to my grandma's on Fridays, we would stop and get a Happy Meal, and I was going to eat in the car. So she didn't want the mess. So I grew up my whole life thinking like, I don't like this thing. I hate it. But in reality, I'd never tried it. Then I tried it and I was like, it's not my favorite, but it's okay. Like, it's not bad. Like, I'll eat it, you know what I'm saying? Like, to where my whole life I'm like, ew, I'm never eating this, you know? So we do have to kind of change some of that. I think that's, you know, what the Web3 Breakfast looks to bring every day. Yo, what's up, Jenny?
I could second on that because being in my field, you know, there's plenty of people who in the beginning heard that I was going to do this bare knuckle boxing, and they were like, you're crazy, why would you do it? And come to find out, it's actually, you make way more money compared to MMA, and it's safer for you. But if not, it's just as dangerous. You know, you can get an elbow, knee to the face, and I actually had to leave my old team because they didn't understand it. And it felt very, very lonely for the first couple of months. But now everybody's like, hey, when it legalizes in Tennessee, which is going to be very soon, because they, you know, I went in front of the athletic commission and I was an advocate for it. And now, like, everybody's trying to figure out how to get on. I think I mentioned it the last time I was the last Web3 that I was in, that Conor McGregor, you know, he showed up in Denver. And a bunch of people are like, dang, like, this is the new thing to get into. So yes, like, you gotta trust your you see.
No, that's big facts. Big facts. Jenny, are you in Tennessee right now?
Yeah, I'm in Clarksville.
Oh, that ain't too far. Shoot, we have to link up and get some dinner.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. Yo, man, and shouts out to anybody. If anybody's in the area, that'd be dope. If anybody's in this area, you know, would like to meet up, you know, definitely. I want to reach out to Violetta and see what she's up to, too. I know she's here. Sammy's here. So I'd like to see those guys also. We're doing some construction work, but, you know. Oh, yo, Jay. Do you remember? Okay, remember my homie, RVSCLA, that plays music all the time, right? He's down in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I found out he's a.
Oh, yeah.
He's a brain doctor.
What?
Bro, how crazy is that?
That's crazy. You know what? You know what's cool? You know what? Maybe we can talk to him sometime too, because I want to know the future, and not that blockchain gaming really has anything to do with it, but gaming in general. Because I've heard that, like, brain surgeons, like, they practice on video games, like using video games or whatever to, like, I don't know. It's something I'd heard before. I would love to see how, you know, now with AR. And all that kind of, you know, incorporated into the whole video game scene, how that works and advances for, you know, people like in a you know, the medical fields.
Yeah, and you know, like, I was gonna say how excited I would be for that, because like when AR and AI begin to merge, right, and the AR is able to pick up like this photographic like data, and then the AI is able to, you know, take that and do everything with predictive analytics and all that stuff, like what it would be able to do, right? Like, you'll be like, it's gonna be nuts, right? But then I was like thinking, because when I first got into Nashville, the big boss was telling me, he was like, yeah, man, he's like, did you hear about the drone that the Air Force was testing? I was like, no. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, I don't know if this is true. He's like, I heard rumor about this, and people are saying that it was a simulation, that it wasn't necessarily true, but that there was a drone, and it was like going around shooting targets, and it was getting as many points as it could. And so the operator, he like throttled it and like set rules so that he couldn't get as many points, because he wasn't allowed to shoot certain targets. I don't know why I'm saying it's a drone. The drone wasn't able to like shoot certain targets, so it couldn't get like its maximum points. So it went and killed the operator, and then shut off the comms, and then shut the comms off so nobody could find him, and then went back to shooting the targets.
That's crazy.
Look, I don't, like he said, like I have not done I have done zero research to know if that's true or fake. So it's completely, it's either true or made up. But bro, can you freaking imagine?
No, I mean, I can, because, like, you know, people will find ways to take good technology and make it evil. But I tell you what, man, the fact that if you got it's already happening, huh?
I hope not. Cause man, that means I'm gonna be full of shit. All those people that I've been telling, like, nah, we'll probably never see it in our lifetime. But then again, okay, let's back up 2 steps.
The Boston Robotics
things?
Well,
the one that like walks and does flips and stuff. The full person. Yeah, dude, that's And that's kind of my thing where like, we should expect to have the robots killing us in no time if we give them guns.
Just don't give them guns.
Have we not? Don't give them guns. That's it. They don't give them guns. Yeah, hell yeah, the robot that has guns is going to eventually turn and start killing people because that's what it's programmed to do. You know what I mean? Like, or why did we give it a gun in the first place?
Silly.
Golly, we gotta quit giving guns to shit. Like, yeah, we got this drone. It does all kinds of amazing stuff. You know, we can deliver packages. We could take aerial photos. We could do a bunch of cool shit. Let's put a gun on it. Let's just shoot shit with it. Like, God, like what is wrong in America? I mean, I'm not anti-guns by no means. I'm not a gun advocate. I'm not on either side, right? Like if you love guns, you know, good for you. And you can show them to me because I know you will as soon as I come to your house. You know what I mean? And I tell you that I was in the Army and you're like, oh shit, I know what you love, guns. No, I don't, but I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm in your castle. I love guns. Let's go look at them. You know what I'm saying?
Glad I never showed you my guns.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah. Well, there is a reason for it too. I lost the gun safe key.
Oh, that's right. No, Jay, actually, you did show it. We actually got to experience your guns at a whole different level.
We did.
Sealed
I got
up to carry. I got to. I'm carrying Jay's rickety ass gun case because I'm carrying it single-handedly. I'm carrying it, and I'm just like, yo, this is death box for real. Because I was like, are there any loaded guns in there? He's like, nah, maybe. Yeah, there is. There's loaded guns in there.
Yeah, so nine locked and loaded. The AK-47 probably got a banana clip in it. I think one wrong move, and I think we were shooting some fireworks.
So I told him, I said, look, let me carry this by myself. All right. Because like, if I get taken out at this point, man, my boys are grown. Like they're going to be all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'll figure it out. Just make sure you do my memorial NFTs.
They'll be good, man. We'll get a really good Fiverr artist to do the memorial NFTs for you.
Hell yeah, bro. Don't overdo it. You know what I mean? Like 125, $200 right in there. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a derivative, it's fine.
Okay. This happy seals just
found out a way to really make them sappy. You know, now it makes sense because I never did before. I literally was actually someone asked me that in New York. It was like somebody we were like walking by, and I was like, yeah, look at this. You know what I'm saying? Like these things, they go for so much. And they're like, is that a seal? I was like, yeah, that's a sappy seal. You know, that's like one of the big ones. She's like, what's it do? I'm like, shit. I don't know shit about the project. I don't know shit about it. I don't know nothing. I have no idea. Everybody been telling me that this shit is important. I don't know. I don't even know where the floor price is. It's on the damn sign. I don't know. I got suckered in too. We all need to reset, right?
Gotta love it.
But if I was killed by a robot drone and you bought the sappy seal and did the derivative and that was the Turbo Made It Memorial, then it would all begin to make sense. It would all go full circle.
Well, yeah,
that's why they're so sappy.
We definitely would pick a better collection, I think, for you. Or, like you said, we'd find like a $5 to $25 Fiverr artist. Get that 2-3 day turnaround. Would be good for you. So
I was gonna say something inappropriate. Hey. I was gonna say something inappropriate. I'm not doing that. We're on YouTube now.
Yeah, no, I think this is probably a good place to end it then. I think we've totally gone off the rails today. I mean, like you did warn me. You said it's a Monday. Have no expectations of the lesson plan and the articles and stuff that you brought. All the research that you did yesterday and this morning. I was up at 4 a.m. My daughter was up at 5:30 with me, and so it was a combination of trying to work, get some research done, get the articles picked out, and so it doesn't matter. It's a Monday show, and we had a lot of fun. And I love you guys. I love this community. I love everybody that came here, turned out. Tennessee Gangster, Jenny Savage, thank you so much. Craig, thanks for being up here. I know that we've lost a few speakers to the old Twitter time warp, but everybody, you guys, even if you just sat down in the crowd, thank you so much. Remember, there's a lot of things that are going to be going on now throughout the days. I think Turbo is going to be working in Web3. We're going to have a DGen stream coming up tonight. Hopefully we'll do something for the BAM community, a town hall, because there probably is going to be some information coming out soon. What's going on with Bambi. Real quick, I do know that I got to see some gameplay footage of the Play to Earn game coming out soon. Pretty dope. Pretty cool. If you guys like shooter games, you're gonna love it.
And I think we're gonna do working at Web3 10 to 11 Eastern.
10 to 11. Okay, so probably I'll probably do the Bambi Hall Town Hall from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. and then working Web3 from 10 to 11. So there'll be some programming throughout the day. Just make sure that you guys got the noties turned on so you see what's coming out. But appreciate you. Have yourself a fantastic day. Remember, like we said in this show, make sure you do something to get yourself 1% better than you were yesterday, and do that again tomorrow, and you will be. Oh, man, this just gets me so heated up. I want to be riding down a convertible in the metaverse right now. And so I'm going to go do that. You guys have a great day. We will see you tomorrow for some more Web3 Breakfast, 10 a.m. Eastern. Ciao for now.